and the fanciful, from a congress of inventive minds, and a rock star who restores endangered music.
These tapes are decomposing so rapidly that we have to preserve them now.
These and more stories coming up on Invention.
Hello, I'm Lucky Severson, and we're in the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. I'm surrounded by ordinary and exceptional things, all the product of some inventor's dreams, brought to life by extra common sense and hard work. Some of the more intriguing devices around here pertain to the universal language of man, music, a modern-day synthesizer that anyone can play, an electric guitar that not everyone can play, and where would we be without the boombox? But these devices are no more important to the Smithsonian than the music of the past. They've got a project underway here to save endangered music, music which could reveal to future generations some of the mysteries of today's civilization. If you're a Deadhead, you'll definitely recognize Micky Heart, longtime drummer in San Francisco's rock and roll band, the Grateful Dead. Their music is unmistakable to just about anyone who came of age in the 60s, 70s, or even the 80s, because unlike many of the old-time rock groups, the Dead is still very much alive.
The Grateful Dead was always an institution that allowed one to do whatever they wanted to do as long as it was in the mission of music. We know that it's the sound and the rhythm and the feeling of the music that really moves you. And we spent a fortune on, the chasing the muse, and chasing this invisible feeling and this invisible sound.
Heart is always in search of that invisible feeling, that invisible sound. Even when he's not on concert tour, Heart is frequently traveling the world, not as a performer, but as a state-of-the-art sound recordist who's trying to save what he calls endangered music. In this session, Heart is trying to capture the magical sounds of the Kyoto monks. They have the remarkable ability to use their vocal cords to sing entire musical chords instead of just individual notes. The subtle overtones make the music very difficult to capture, but like all music, Heart thinks its preservation is important.
All the myths, all the legends, all the stories of mankind are contained within the walls of music. It certainly defines the global village. It makes the world smaller. It lets you understand other cultures. That's the language of man. We want to set mics real close. Works. I like to pull 32 track on this test and see if we got synced, see if we got sync.
Impressed by that rare combination of skilled musician and sound recordist, the Smithsonian asked Heart to use the latest digital techniques to clean up and preserve more than 2,000 albums recorded over the years on the Folkways label and now preserved in the Smithsonian. Legendary greats like Woody Guthrie, Big Bill Broonzy, Elizabeth Cotten, and Leadbelly.
Play it again? Yeah. Can we get closer down that click? Sure. Let's isolate that click.
Okay. I can blow up this area, and it'll blow up the same area on the original, and we'll be able to see the click a lot better.
We put the sound, our sound, into the computers. It's translated into numbers. Then we're able to bring all of that up on a screen and manipulate it. We're able to see the pops, the clicks, the hisses, the buzzes, isolate them, and remove them. So it just relieves the original signal.
It's all a question of music becoming numbers. Sound travels in waves that move through the air like ripples through water. Microphones change sound waves into electrical waves that can be amplified and stored, as in these etched grooves of an aluminum record master. But over time, the grooves wear down, and the original waves are lost forever. Digital recording is different. It samples electrical waves thousands of times a second and gives each sample a number. A binary number made up of ones and zeros, the kinds of numbers computers use. Recall the numbers and they can reproduce the electrical wave with complete precision and vibrate a speaker to make a sound. Manipulate the numbers in a computer and distortions, pops, and clicks can be magically removed.
The art is how deep do you go into that signal. It's like the Sistine Chapel. You know, you're pulling the veneer back to see those original colors. But if you go too far, you'll hit into the colors, and you'll lose the integrity of the artist's image. That's where I come in.
Like most contemporary musicians, Heart was strongly influenced by the great music recorded on the Folkways label.
Woody Guthrie, Leadbelly, Mississippi Blues, all of these were definite influences on American popular music. Without the Folkways label, this music and our music right now would be quite different. Some of these recordings give their life on the first pass. I mean, we have to take it immediately from the master machine right into a digital machine, because some of the tapes and cylinders won't play a second time because they're right there on the edge of giving their life.
Now put the gates around the click, defining it to the computer.
That's it. There it is. That's that click. Okay, now let's take that click and let's pull that decay right on out.
Okay. And now I'm going to tell it to remove it. So now it's looking to either side of the click. That's the good audio that it put in place of the click. So that's what should have been.
The signal itself is forever. And that's what it's all about, forever. I mean, this is for our children.